Emily speaking.
Hello?
Hello, is this Sue?
Yes?
Hi, it's Emily.
Oh, hi. Are you on speakerphone?
Yes.
Oh, good, because there was like a delay.
Oh, yeah, it's my speaker. I'm sorry, I'm in the car.
Oh, that's okay. I just wasn't sure. I didn't hear you right away.
Right.
Okay, now I got it. Okay, because there is a delay, so just so you know that.
Oh, okay. You mean it sounds, is there like an echo?
No, it takes a little bit for your voice to start talking.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, I heard through the grapevine that we are not going to be allowed to pull inspect in KJ.
I don't know how the grapevine got it, but it is true there have been letters that were sent out yesterday that should hopefully be there by today.
Okay, so what happened?
It has to do majoritarily with the cultural issues and the historic issues that we have not had outside workers there before.
Okay.
And that's the whole.
Did this decision come from like above? Like, was this like the county attorney?
No, I actually made the decision based on other information that I received.
What?
So
You can't tell me.
I can't divulge the information that I received, but that's the information that
that you based your decision on?
Yes.
So you received information and then changed your mind, but you said it's based on cultural issues and the fact that it hasn't been done previously?
Correct.
Well, what about all of the things that happened last year in the polling location?
Well, we are going to have two coordinators, non-village coordinators in the polling place to handle those issues.
Okay, I just want to remind you had two non-KJ coordinators last year as well.
Right.
And it was a disaster.
We've done additional training with these two different coordinators, and we have a different coordinator. We didn't have a coordinator at Oshus, so we have a different coordinator. So that was one of the requests that was in your correspondence and Mr. Egan's correspondence. So we did do that, and they are from outside of the district, which was a request on
yeah.
both your
I mean,
parts.
you and I both know this isn't going to go over well. Like, this is going to be there's going to be a terrible response to this.
But that's part of this is part of what your request was. So
yeah, but the major part of our request though was to have someone at every table, which you initially agreed to.
Correct.
So that was our major. We wanted to have people.
Right.
And these are Monroe residents. They're not from another town. I mean, Kiryas Joel is in our town. We've had poll inspectors from the town of Monroe inspect in Village of Monroe or Village of Harriman locations.
Well, that's the town of Monroe, though.
No, but KJ is the town of Monroe.
Right.
So if let's say you've got someone in the town who lives in the town of Monroe, right? They live on Monbassia Road.
Yeah,
And they asked to be a poll inspector, and they're assigned a Village of Monroe inspection location. The Village of Monroe isn't going to go crazy and say, you live in the town of Monroe, you can't come here. You can't poll inspect in my village. I'm a Village of Monroe resident, and I don't want a town of Monroe resident poll inspecting in my village. You would never hear that happen ever. This is a really specific situation here. And the fact is that Kiryas Joel leadership are putting an immense amount of pressure on the county. We know this. We know Langdon Chapman's called you. We know that.
He has not, and I am going to refute that to the end. I have not spoken to him at all.
Okay, do you remember when I came in with Dennis the day to drop off his petitions? Yeah. When Dennis and I were there in the morning to drop off his petitions. You told me that morning that you got a call from the county attorney.
Right, but there's many county attorneys.
So which county attorney did you get called from?
I'm not going to disclose who my representative is because it's just from the county attorney's office. And that's what it is.
So the county attorney's office called you?
Right.
What does that mean? What does that mean though? Why can't I know that? Why can't I know who's giving these orders so I can know who to call and who to talk to about the situation? If it's obviously it's coming from above you, I feel as a citizen I should have the right to at least address the correct person who's giving this instruction.
I'd have to find that out to see whether or not I'd really have to find that out. But I'm not at liberty to disclose that at this particular point in time.
Wow. I just feel like this is a real lack of transparency. It's like a cover-up. It's feeling really wrong to me, Sue. Like in my bones, deep down in my bones, in my gut, this feels incredibly wrong.
Well,
doesn't it feel wrong to you somehow, somewhere? I know you're in a position, you're an appointed commissioner. You've been there a very long time. I get it. Like, I understand you answer to people who are responsible for appointing you and keeping you in that job, and it's important to you to keep doing what you're doing. But somewhere in you, there's got to be something in you that understands this is really wrong. I got to appeal to that piece of you. I got to. This is craziness going on here. I mean, this is civil rights stuff, Sue. You don't want to be. You don't.
It's really
it
not.
Is.
It's more their civil. No, really, Emily. If you go back in the law, it's really more. And I really have to say, I have to say this. It's more their civil rights than yours.
Why? Why is that the case?
Because it goes back to the cultural and the language issues in polling places with regards to even the Puerto Rican language being spoken in places and us having to have interpreters there. It goes back to
Sue,
the 60s and 70s.
we were asking to have one person out of four. One out of four inspectors.
Right.
There would be 3 Hasidic Yiddish-speaking inspectors at every table.
But what was going to happen with that one person who wasn't going to understand what was going on? And then there was going to be other issues with regard.
Why would there be issues? We just say, I'm sorry, can you repeat that in English? The KJ women speak very good English. I've spoken with them.
I know they do.
So if I needed a translation, I'm sitting next to 3 KJ women at the table, and I need a translation. I'm sorry, I didn't understand what that man said. Would you mind repeating it for me? That would take all of 2 seconds, and she'd be happy to do it. I've had plenty of interactions with KJ women at the doctor's offices in town, at the supermarket, in KJ, handing out flyers in the last month. And I've had no communication problems whatsoever with any of these women. None. So I can't see that that's a valid argument, Sue. This sounds to me like it reeks of political power putting pressure on a government agency to ensure that they can do whatever the hell they want in that polling location, like what happened last year. And we saw it. I was ushered out of that polling location by David Green. Ushered out.
Because you didn't have
I had a poll watcher certificate in my hand.
I know. Okay.
It was in my hand. I walked in hand. He rushed over to me before even asking me what I was doing. I said, and he said, you got to get out of here. That's the first thing he said. You got to get out of here. I said, why? I have a poll watch. I'm here to poll watch. You have to leave. He ran back across the room to where Langdon Chapman was standing. And then the sheriff came over to me and said, I'm sorry, ma'am, you're going to have to leave. Did I want to fight with the sheriff in the middle of the banquet hall in KJ? No. I walked out. I wasn't going to cause a scene. I'm a decent human being. I wasn't going to make any problems, but it was illegal what happened. And that's just one incident out of about 1,000 incidents that we have recorded in affidavits and on video affidavits. This is an extreme situation, Sue. You're a commissioner of the Board of Elections. It's your duty to ensure a fair election. And you are taking that away from the people of Monroe by disallowing us to be in KJ as inspectors that day. And I'm sorry, you can't cry cultural crap with me. This is ridiculous. It's discrimination. We're being discriminated against because we are not KJ citizens and we are not Hasidic. And that is not okay. And this is going to get bigger and it's going to get worse. And I really recommend you talk to whoever convinced you to change your mind and suggest that this is not the right thing to do. Because we're going to Albany. And we're going to the FBI, and this is going to get massive.
Okay.
If I were you, I wouldn't be doing this right now. It's going to be a battle.
Okay. I will let Sharon know.
Who?
I will let them know.
Who's Sharon? Is that the county attorney, Sharon Worthy Spiegel?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye.